What's going on, everybody? My name is Larry and I'm a creative director at CherryTree. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about how I got a chance to work with Quavo, J Balvin, Murda Beatz, Anitta and Pharrell Williams by designing the cover art for their latest drop, No Mas, which is out now on all platforms. Today I'm going to be telling you guys how I got the placement, the full story behind it, as well as how you can get a placement and work with anybody you want, not just in the music industry, but how to work with anybody you want in any industry. So originally I knew that I wanted to work with a big artist, and one of my favorite artists at the time was Quavo. And I thought, Quavo was pretty big, but maybe I could get in touch with someone in his circle around him. So I stumbled upon Murda Beatz, who is also always working with Quavo, and at this point he has become somewhat of a celebrity himself. This is a post edit. Basically, I forgot to mention that at this point I'm sending Quavo a bunch of DMs trying to get his attention. I'm sending Murda Beatz a bunch of DMs trying to get his attention. And after multiple failed attempts, I decided not to give up and I decided to dig even deeper. So I went on Murda Beatz's Instagram, kind of scrolled through, his following, did some research, looked at a couple posts. And that's when I discovered Murda Beatz's manager, Corey Litwin, to who I also sent a bunch of messages, but also to no avail. I didn't give up there though. I went on a further search and I discovered that Murda Beatz's manager, Corey, works at a management company called Hollywood Media. Interestingly enough, there were a lot of other managers at Hollywood Media who were from Toronto, which happens to be where I'm from and where the company CherryTree is based out of. So I decided to reach out to Hollywood Media and get in contact with one of the other managers on the team. One of the other managers that I got in contact with was Danny Bursko. I shot him a DM, he responded, and that's kind of how we began working on a couple projects together. So we worked on a couple projects together for about a year and a half, back and forth, and that's when we got a little closer and I asked him, I noticed that you work with Corey and you guys manage Murda Beatz, part of your company. So if there's any opportunity to work with Murda Beatz, let me know. And Danny was super cool with the request. He just said, I'll let you know if anything pops off. And about a year after that, I got a text from Danny saying, hey, I got this opportunity for you. Murda Beatz needs a new cover art for his single. Do you want to work on it? I immediately said yes to the opportunity. I didn't know who was going to be on the song, but as often happens with producers, since they don't rap or sing on their own, there was going to be other artists on the song. And so I immediately began working on a concept with him. We worked on the concept for the No Mas cover. Probably it was like about a month going back and forth, a month and a half, something like that. I had no idea if the design was going to be approved or not until finally, and Danny told me, this is the final, the team likes this design, which is design that you guys see here, and that was it. So just to backpedal a bit, I had originally wanted to work with Quavo, couldn't work with Quavo, shot him a bunch of DMs to no avail, so I decided to work with someone who was in Quavo's circle, which was Murda Beatz. Couldn't get a hold of Murda Beatz, so I decided to contact someone who was in Murda Beatz's circle. Couldn't get a hold of Murda Beatz's manager, so I decided to contact someone who Murda Beatz's manager works with, which was another manager. I finally got the placement working for Quavo by contacting someone who was 4 times removed, basically, from Quavo, and also constantly trying to work towards this goal for like 2 years. So the bottom line is, you can work with anybody you want to work with, any celebrity, any big company, any brand, with just 3 steps. And the first step is you got to get in contact with someone on their team or someone related to someone on their team. Anybody who works within their vicinity, you got to get in contact with them. Number 2, consistently offer all these people your services, offer your value, what you can bring to them, what you can do for them. And lastly, number 3, constantly be on the lookout for opportunities. These opportunities can arise immediately. These opportunities can arise a year later, or in the case of me working with Danny, a year and a half to 2.5 years later. So sometimes it's just being consistent. If you guys found this story cool, useful, or inspiring, share this story to anybody that you think could benefit from it, anybody that you know is trying to work with a big brand or a big celebrity and they're not sure exactly how. Share that story to them, help a friend out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.